Hey guys, this is going to be a follow-up video to my last video about the MGCD where I took the Dreamcast and then hooked it up to my head-to-head setup, Astro City arcade setup. And what I did was I actually sent my Dreamcast away to have it modded with the DCDigital so that it can have HDMI out. So I wanted to be able to capture the footage from the arcade caps that we're playing so I can play it back and stream it live. So here it is. Here's the Dreamcast. And I came back and you can see that there's like a small hole here now for the HDMI port. And yeah, and we're going to be trying this out and putting it into the arcade and then hopefully getting everything working. And also, with another great thing about the HDMI out is that I can get the HDMI audio out from there. So if you remember from last time, you saw the last video, the audio coming out of the MGCD was actually not very good. It was very low quality, and it went through the mono speakers to the arcade, and it just overall just sounded very unpleasant and sounded awful. So now we can get to try out the actual digital audio from the HDMI port, and then I can plug that into my PC speakers, which are much better audio quality, and it should sound great. Hey guys, before we get to the next portion of the video, I just want to mention that with the DCDigital, I actually ran into a little bit of an issue. I was getting a signal fine out of the HDMI, but I tried it with the analog output initially, and I wasn't actually getting any video out of it. So I thought something might have been wrong, and I went and asked the person that did the modding and also some online retro communities on maybe how to fix this. And the suggestion was actually to check the settings on the DCDigital. So if you get yours back and you don't get an analog signal for whatever reason really quick, don't get worried. So I'm going to show you what you have to do. So what you do is just hold LRXA on the Dreamcast controller and press start, and you're going to see this menu. So this is the menu for the DCDigital. And what we're going to go do here is just go to the video mode setting, and you'll see the buttons in the bottom, like you push R to select. And you're going to see initially mine was set to ports VGA, and it wasn't set to cable detect, so I had to switch mine to cable detect. So then whatever cable you have it plugged in is going to detect it and then output the signal through that cable. So that's what I had to do, and after I set that, you save it, and then you just go back and then you hit X to reset your Dreamcast, and then it's going to save it, and then it's going to boot up, and then you should have video signal out of both your analog and your digital HDMI outputs. Alright guys, the Dreamcast is back, now it's modded. Look at this. Got some fancy RGB lighting installed. So I had sent my Dreamcast out to get the DCDigital installed because the soldering was a little advanced and I was afraid to mess it up. So I sent it away to have somebody else do it. And it came back. So now we have HDMI out from the back, along with the MGCD with the analog signal to the arcade. So now we can capture the audio via the HDMI audio source audio tap, and then that's coming out of the speakers now, so the sound won't sound so bad anymore. And you can see the HDMI signal is also out here, so I'll be turning it on, and then let's see how CVS2 looks with all this setup. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, the sound is perfect coming out of HDMI. No longer awful out of the mono signal into the Astro Cities themselves, but out of my PC speakers. You can hear it's like super clear. You can feel the calm before the storm after round begins. We can actually control it even a little better now with the knob switch here. Alright, yep, I just wanted to show you guys that I got it working. And look forward to a future video. I'm hoping to get an actual Naomi setup coming. And we'll see how we go about playing with that. And I'll make a video on how to hook that up because it's not straightforward at all. And hopefully it'll help some people with if they want to set up their own Naomi setups. And it's also a learning process for me. So looking forward to it. Thanks for watching guys. Like and subscribe to this video. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.